Hi guys, welcome to Wrexham. Thank you very much for tuning in yet again. And as we finished last episode, we sit top of the league, 7 points clear, no losses, 30 plus goal difference, 21 games played. So we're just about halfway through the season. We're on course for 100 points this year. And after last season, where we just about clinched the title on deadline on the last day of the season, right at the deadline, on goal difference as well, this has been a phenomenal season. Ollie Palmer and Paul Mullin both on 15 goals each, which is awesome as well. What a season we're having. In terms of games coming up for this episode, we've got Eastleigh up first, Bristol Rovers, and Barrow will probably do all four. So we'll do the Christmas period, Stockport as well in this episode. And let's see how we can progress. Then in the next episode, it will be the transfer season, and what are we going to do to maybe just not breathe fresh life into the squad, but maybe just improve on a few positions. We'll see if we have to. Anyway, let's get into our first game, which is Eastleigh away. Alright then, so first game, we are away to Eastleigh. Now, some changes to our teams. We are actually going to start playing a few youth players. So Max Clayworth is at centre back, Dan Davis is at left back. Those two now are going to play quite a lot of football. Let's see how we get on. Chance here then, De Silva, who's moved to right back for this game. He's so handy to have just because he can play both sides equally as well. Dan Davis, young player, homegrown, and that's not a good tackle. Didn't look like a penalty, but it's a penalty. And it's 1-0. Great finish. Didn't look like a penalty to me, but we'll take it. Chance then here, Walsh, long free kick looking for Clayworth, who doesn't really challenge for the header and is cleared. Clayworth and Davis are definitely the two best youngsters we have at the moment who are ready for first team football. Dan Davis has given a penalty away. I've talked him up. I don't believe that. I've talked him up. He's given a penalty away as I was talking him up. We need a big save here from Vigro, and he doesn't get near it. Scott Sinclair, 1-1. Eastleigh on the attack then. Harper to Sinclair. Walsh gets in, but it's only cleared as far as Dan Davis, who awkwardly headed that across the box. I don't know why he did that. Oh my days. That is a very lucky that's not a penalty. Oh, that's close. Walsh then, free kick on the edge of the box. Looks like De Silva wants to come off. Walsh hits the bar! And Masterson is on the scene to score 2-1. Sinclair picks it up on the left-hand side for Eastleigh. De Silva misses his tackle. Great save by Vigro. Alright, 2 subs made by us at half-time. Clayworth and De Silva have gone off. They both ran their race. O'Connor and Godlife have come on. Ollie Palmer, great save by McGee. It's a corner. Can we get a third here? Put the game to bed. O'Connor to take it off the bench. Great corner. Good one, close. Deep free kick taken by O'Connor. It's flicked on, but it is cleared by the Eastleigh defender, Jordan Davis. Again, having a good game in a holding midfield role. He's just so adaptable. Dan Davis recovered well from his mistake. That's a poor pass though. O'Connor looking for Mullin. It's a penalty. That, again, is very, very soft. I think Eastleigh can feel a bit hard done by here, if I'm being completely honest. But Mullin scores. It's 3-1. Dan Davis on the ball then. He is very tired. Our players, the problem is with the Christmas period, the games do come thick and fast. What a goal by Elliot Lee. Top bins. That is a superb effort. Well, that is that. 4-1. We've run out winners there against Eastleigh. Somewhat fortunate, if I'm honest. Both of those penalties look really soft. But when you look at the stats, a win for us isn't unjust. It's not an unjust result. And we push on at the top of the table. Let's see what's to come. We'll definitely be keeping Clayworth and Davis in the team. Both had good games as well, which is exciting times to have some youngsters coming through. Alright, so up next we have a first against second battle with Bristol Rovers. Now, we do have a big gap, so even if we lose this game, we won't lose top spot. I hope we don't lose because we're unbeaten in so long, especially in the league. A couple of changes though. Goodlife comes in for Clayworth, who isn't fit, and Jaros has come in for Vigro. The reason for that is Jaros is getting better and better, and he's actually the better goalkeeper now. Ryan Woods returns from injury as well, so we've got a strong team out. Pretty confident going into this. Jordan Rossiter is their key player. We keep him quiet, we'll keep Bristol quiet. Let's see how we get against Bristol Rovers. Chance for us early on then, 3 minutes into Silva, bombing down at the right hand side. Him and Davis as wing backs are so critical for us. Ollie Palmer up, but doesn't win the ball. To Silva, Thomas wins it on the edge of the box. Oh, 1-0 early doors. We're setting a standard here. Corner, Walsh to take it, right? Liam Walsh whips it in near post, but it's cleared by Rossiter. I did say in the last episode I need to look at the corners. I haven't. I need to do that today. So that will be looked at. De Silva to Palmer. It's a penalty. It looks another soft one, but we will take it. Yeah. Mullin does not miss them. He doesn't miss them. 2-0. 17 minutes gone then, 2-0 up. Ollie Palmer wins the ball. Thomas, chance to shoot. Thomas shoots just wide. Liam Walsh to take the free kick. It's a little bit further out, but he goes for goal. Good save by the goalkeeper. Jacola throws it out wide to Gibbons. Chance for Bristol Rovers here to attack. Anderson to Rossiter to Grimshaw. Quite nice passing actually. Making their way across the field. Gordon over the top for Miller. Miller, it's a great save by Jaros and it goes back for a corner. Can we defend the corner? McCormick to take it. Love the wheelchair view that they get there in the upper stand. McCormick to put it in again. Oh, and Mullin pulls it away. This is that player. Gibbons then for Bristol Rovers down at the right hand side. Dan Davis forces them all the way back. What is the goalkeeper doing out there? Very interesting. Gordon, I like how one side is all concrete and the other side is blue seats. That's a great save by Jaros, by the way. McCormick to take the corner, whips it in, but Jaros claims it. Mullin wins it back just inside our half, and he is scythed down. That is a red card for Gibbons. It's a straight red. Shocking. Goal kick then for Bristol Rovers. No goals since the 10th minute. I think we got our second one. Masterson picks it up, plays it to Dan Davis. He's having a very good game for his second. It's only his second league game for us. It's literally last game was his debut, so he's settled in quite nicely. Probably gonna have to take him off soon though. That's a dreadful pass, and it's 3-0. What shocking play that was from Bristol Rovers. Game over. Chance then here, it is cleared by Clayworth. He's come off the bench and again he's looking dominant at centre back. He is really, really good. Jordan Davis filling at left back today. Honestly, I said it in the last game, but he can play anywhere. Elliot Lee, that's a good effort. O'Connor, free kick, whips it in, looking for Walsh, but it's cleared. Elliot Lee picks it up. He is very good off the bench, I must admit. He makes an impact quite quickly. And another penalty. That again is very soft, but no doubt Paul Mullin with a hat-trick. 4-0. Elliot Lee on the attack, driving over the halfway line, still going. McCormick puts the tackle in. Sinclair into the box. Sinclair blocked, and Jacola easily collects it. O'Connor, free kick, whipped in, looking for Clayworth. Draws to Lee. Lee shoots, but it's blocked. Oh, right. Well, that is about as comprehensive as it gets in terms of your nearest rival. We are now 10 points clear at the top, a goal difference of 37, 23 games played, so we are exactly halfway, and we are on for 106 points at the current pace we go. There is nothing standing in our way this season, as it at least that's how it looks. We'd do well to lose a 10-point lead, I think, at this stage. But yeah, transfer window's coming up, so we're going to strengthen. There will be players leaving as well, so that might make things a bit more interesting. This is how good this man is. Okay, 105 league games, 92 league goals. That is amazing. Yes, he is playing below his level, but still, to have that much of a goals to game ratio is incredibly impressive. He's easily going to smash his 100 goals in the next couple of games for the 100 league goals for the club. Yeah, incredible. And you consider, if you look at his career, he hadn't scored 10 league goals before his 2021 season with Cambridge. Definitely had a breakout season. Exciting times with Paul Mullin. Alright, so game day 3 of the episode, and we welcome Barrow, who are mid-table, to the Racecourse Ground. Couple of changes. Cleworth comes back in at centre-back. George Thomas moves into the centre of midfield, and Elliot Lee goes into the attacking midfielder's role as George McEachran just needs a rest, and Jerome Sinclair is starting in place of Paul Mullin, who definitely needs a rest because he hasn't missed a game yet this season. The big one is Hakeem Udderfin is in a right back. He's been injured for a little bit, so it's good to have him back. But he does only have 6 months left of his contract, so we have just offered him a new 3-year deal. Hopefully he will sign that because he is a very impressive player. Dan Davis continues at left back, so fingers crossed we get another good win here. It's Boxing Day, so let's celebrate Christmas in style, and then we can push on to Stockport on New Year's Day. Let's go. Chance for us then early on to build from the back. Dan Davis bringing it down the left-hand side. Very impressed so far with his performances in the first team. Palmer to Woods. Woods looking for Elliot Lee, but it breaks back for Woods. What a finish that is. Bit of luck with the deflection. 1-0. Dan Davis then throwing down there right-hand side. He crosses it into Ollie Palmer. What a header that was. Dan Davis with the assist. 2-0 on the half an hour mark. And we're pulling away. Corner then. Tom O'Connor to take it. He's coming at centre back. Jordan Davis is coming at left back. Ollie Palmer makes it 3-0. 20 goals for the season for the big man. McEachran picks it up then on the edge of the Barrow area. It's digged in looking for Palmer, but Brough clears it back to Farman. Farman with a long, poor kick. And it is brought down. Palmer out on the attack. That's dreadful. Canavan gets it cleared to Longolo. And it's just a bit of ebb and flow. It's almost as if you have a go, we have a go. McEachran loses it in a dangerous position though. And Clayworth steps in. Free kick to Barrow. Stevens whips it in. Really good cross. Longelo. That looked like he was outside the box, but Goodlife has given a penalty away. This is why Clayworth's been starting. Grayson to take it. Grayson slots it into the bottom corner and Yaros is beaten. So we finish Christmas with a 3-1 win. Absolutely delighted with that. I really am. Now we have got the big game with Stockport coming up on the 30th, which will be in the next episode, which will also feature the start of the transfer window. Hope you've enjoyed this episode, and again, if you have, please hit that subscribe button and hit the thumbs up. It is much appreciated. Tell me who you want to see me sign as well. Is there a player you'd like me to look at, or a staff member you want me to see if I can bring in? Obviously, bear in mind that we're only in League 2, so players like Endrick, just not going to happen. But you never know. Maybe in the future when we reach the top. It's been great bringing this to you, and I'll catch you in tomorrow's episode. See you later, everybody.